You are standing on the battlements of a stone fortress. The year doesn't matter. The fear is timeless. Below you, 50 feet down, is a sea of shouting men. Thousands of them. They are a tide of iron and leather, surging against the gray walls of your home. You can hear the dull, rhythmic thud of the battering ram against the main gate. Boom! 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 It is the heartbeat of your impending death. You look to your left and right. The other defenders are pale, their eyes wide, their hands gripping their pikes so hard their knuckles are white. But you are not holding a pike. You are holding a lever. Next to you is a cauldron. It is massive, made of blackened iron, sitting over a roaring fire that has been fed for 3 days straight. The heat radiating from it is intense, scorching your eyebrows, blistering the skin on your face even from 3 feet away. Inside the cauldron is not water, it is oil, a thick, dark, viscous sludge. It bubbles and spits, popping like angry grease. The smell is overwhelming, acrid, smoky, choking. It coats the back of your throat with a layer of grease every time you inhale. This is the ultimate weapon. This is the liquid nightmare. The captain screams an order. The ladders are hitting the wall. You hear the scrape of wood against stone. They are coming up. You lean over the crenellations. You can see their faces now. Men with teeth bared, screaming war cries, their eyes fixed on the ledge where you stand. They are climbing fast, hand over hand, desperate to reach the top. They think they are fighting soldiers. They don't realize they are fighting chemistry. You and 2 other men grab the iron handles of the tipping mechanism. The metal is hot, even through your leather gloves. Now, the captain bellows. You heave. The cauldron groans on its hinges. The black liquid sloshes, crests the rim, and pours over the edge. It is a waterfall of death. It doesn't fall like water. It falls in a heavy, cohesive sheet. Silence falls for a split second as the liquid travels through the air. Then it hits. The sound is unlike anything else in war. It is a hiss, a massive, sudden evaporation of moisture followed immediately by the screams. When boiling oil hits a human body, it does not just burn. It sticks. It seeps into the weaving of the chainmail. It runs under the helmets. It soaks into the padded gambesons worn underneath the armor. The armor itself heats up instantly, turning into a custom-fitted oven. The men on the ladder cannot let go. If they let go, they fall 50 feet to their deaths. If they hold on, they cook. But you aren't done. The oil was just the primer. The man next to you steps forward with a torch. He tosses it into the slick, wet mess that now coats the ladder and the pile of men at the base of the wall. Whoosh! The air itself seems to ignite. The flames roar upward, fueled by the oil. It is an inferno. The smell changes instantly. It is no longer just the smell of oil. It is the smell of burning hair, of cooking meat, of sulfur. It is a sweet, sickly stench that will stay in your nose for the rest of your life. The men on the ladder are no longer soldiers. They are living candles. They thrash and flail, their movements jerky and unnatural as their tendons contract from the heat. You look down, unable to look away. The fire is so bright it hurts your eyes. The smoke is thick and black, billowing up, filling your lungs with soot. You cough, hacking up black phlegm. Below, the chaos is absolute. The formation has broken. Men are trampling each other to get away from the falling fire. But the worst weapon is yet to come. Your commander signals to the second cauldron. This one is smaller, sealed tight. It contains the most guarded secret in the world. Greek fire. A volatile mixture of naphtha, quicklime, and sulfur. It is a substance that defies nature. It burns on water. It sticks to skin and cannot be extinguished by sand or blankets. You carefully, terrifyingly carefully, tilt the vessel. The substance pours out, glowing with a weird greenish-blue luminescence. It hits the cluster of attackers near the gate. It doesn't just burn, it explodes into liquid fury. A man down there tries to roll in the dirt to put it out, but the fire clings to him like a parasite. He jumps into the moat. You watch the water splash up and you expect the fire to die. But it doesn't. The fire burns on top of the water. It floats, swirling around him, a demon that cannot be killed. The water boils around him. He is trapped in a steaming, burning pool. The heat on the wall is now unbearable. You have to step back. The stone beneath your feet is hot. The air is shimmering. The screams have merged into one single, continuous, high-pitched wail that drowns out the drums and the orders. You are safe up here, behind the stone, but you are witnessing the closest thing to hell on earth. You look at your hands. They are trembling. You are covered in soot. You realize that you haven't used a sword. You haven't swung an axe. You have just poured a bucket. And you have wiped out 100 men in seconds. The wind shifts. The smoke blows back into your face. You gag on the stench of the battlefield. The attack is faltering. No one can march into a wall of liquid fire. They are retreating, leaving behind the smoking, twisted piles of metal and bone. You lean back against the cold stone of the tower, sliding down until you hit the floor. You close your eyes, but you can still see the flames. You can still hear the hiss of the oil. You know that tomorrow they will come back, and tomorrow you will have to light the fires again. The siege isn't a battle of skill. It is a factory of suffering, and you are the worker who keeps the furnace running.